our building today. I want to, in addition to welcoming you, just point out a few people. Today is a really special day for us. We have not been able to have this event for about 3 years, for obvious world circumstances. To see a room of over 110 beginner musicians is such a warm and exciting feeling. So I know that these kids have had a very eye-opening experience through this. Many of our students behind me don't participate in a group that has the pleasure of the size that you see in front of you. So this has been such a wonderful opportunity for them to get to know other musicians from across the area. Our GMEA board, let's see. Sorry, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm out of breath. I'm gonna take a deep breath and we'll start over. I tend to rant. Okay, so our GMEA district, for those of you here, many of you I'm sure are new to the world of band because you have a beginner sitting in front of you. Our GMEA district is composed of about, I haven't counted before, but I think it's about 15 counties or so within this area of Georgia. There are only about 15 or 16 districts in the entire state of Georgia that belong to Georgia Music Educators Association. So the students that you see in front of you are representing today nearly 20 different schools. All of the schools participating in their respective directors are listed in your program. We have almost all of those directors here today. If you are a band director of one of the students sitting in this lovely concert arc behind me, would you either stand or raise your hand so that we can recognize you today? We wouldn't be able to do little one-day clinic events like this if amazing teaching wasn't happening in their schools. So we're so very thankful for the foundation that they've been laying for all of these students so that we can make events like this possible. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our clinician to you so we can get right down to what we're all here to do and listen to some amazing band music from our beginners. Mr. Lloyd McDonald is joining us today. He is not a stranger to the directors in this area. He is well known and respected. He's a very involved music educator. He has been recognized and awarded on many different occasions, either as Teacher of the Year. He has presented at our state conference and has given amazing clinics to the rest of us to learn from. He has joined us just today. As you know, your students have only been practicing with him for 3 or 4 hours, so everything that you have seen has been a culmination of today, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mr. McDonald so that he can go ahead and take the podium and share some wonderful beginning band music with you today.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How about another hand for the first year honor band? We really have had a fantastic time today. It is kind of amazing to imagine putting together a concert with a bunch of 5th and 6th graders in 4 hours of time. In our home bands, we spend weeks putting together a concert. And today we have done it in about 4 hours of practice. So I hope that you enjoy this. I hope you're impressed with the progress they've made during their beginning band year. The first piece we played was called Fanfare on Oath of Joy. You probably figured that out. Our next selection is called G-Force 5. And we hope that you enjoy our performance of G-Force 5. It has been a very fun morning and afternoon. We've told some really silly, bad jokes. We clapped and counted a lot of rhythms, played a lot of new notes, learned some new fingerings, learned some new techniques. This is kind of special to me because I actually started my teaching career here in District 10, just down the road at Thompson Middle School in McDuffie County. So it's kind of neat to kind of come back to District 10 where it got started for me. I hope the kids have had a good time today. We're going to continue our concert with Dragon Slayer. directors of District 10 for allowing me to come today and work with these kids. It has been a fantastic experience. Super, super duper polite kids, very engaged, some great young musicians here. I would like to encourage you parents, keep your kids playing. Keep them involved in band. This is the beginnings, some fabulous stuff. This summer, it's in your schedule and in your budget, there are some fantastic summer band camps. Encore band camps, which are held at the campus of Georgia College in Milledgeville, is one that I would encourage you to look at. You can look up, if you just Google or search Encore band camps, you'll find a website for them. Also, a lot of the universities have some summer band programs, such as the University of Georgia and several other colleges. There is a really neat camp all just for girls. It's called Athena Camp, Athena Music Camp. Your band directors have some information about these camps. If your kids have enjoyed today of kind of having an immersive experience of doing a lot of music at one time, they will really enjoy the summer camp, and it'll keep them playing, and it will just help them to take off. We're going to finish up our concert with a piece that I think that you will recognize, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Love it.
We're going to take a second and start it then.
Just like Mr. McDonald said, it doesn't end here. In the future, as they continue to grow and progress, we hope to see these kids behind me continuing to participate in GMEA events They'll have the opportunity to audition for district honor band, all-state honor band. They'll have the opportunity to participate in solo and ensemble, large group performance evaluation. Our Georgia Music Educators Association, our district is very involved, and we can't wait to see these kids back. I also want to make sure that we take a moment and thank some people that made this possible. I am always encouraged to find my administration and say thank you, because without our administrative support, us band directors couldn't do what we do. We do have a few administrators in the room with us that are here to support their students. Will you please raise your hand so we can thank you and recognize you? Without support from administration, we can't do things like this, and we can't use our buildings to share our time with our kids. So always make sure that you reach out and say thank you. And students, will you thank your parents for allowing you the opportunity to A, have these instruments, B, come do this on a Saturday, and 3, have an amazing time in band? Can you say thank you, Mom and Dad? Even if they don't say it all the time, they mean it.